Next up, we have Holdsport. Holdsport was founded in 1986 in Cape Town. The group has since become the leading specialist sports and outdoor goods retailer, trading countrywide through the Sportsmans warehouse and outdoor warehouse brands. It was relisted in July 2011. It has a market cap of 2.4 billion rand, a PE ratio of 13.17, and a dividend yield of 4.48%. So this is one of the cheaper ones.
You had Country Road on the mind there, huh?
Yeah.
Is it Countrywide?
It's one of the cheaper ones. It's shown muted growth. It's quite cyclical in terms of big sporting events. I remember when Sportsman's Warehouse first came onto the scene, and it had a golf driving range in the store and basketball hoops, and it was a huge craze. Everyone was extremely excited. It was a great retail experience, but they haven't changed on that much.
Well, what they have added is the extra element of what rich South Africans love the most, and that's cycling, of course. So they've added on, specifically in that big sports, one of the bigger outlets there in Fourways, they added on a whole segment. I think they bought the Telkom shop next door. Yeah. And people love that. But again, it's affordable luxury.
And they had results quite recently, which looked pretty solid. Both Sportsman's Warehouse and Outdoor Warehouse doing really, really well. People obviously love to get outdoors and be active and so on. So it's definitely aiming towards that theme. They paid out a special dividend recently. I was a bit disappointed. I thought maybe they could use that cash, because they sold the distribution center to Redefine, use that cash to just vuma up the retail experience. You know, maybe you talk about cycling, put in like a fake mountain biking course within their store that kids could practice on. You know, because kids bring kids into stores. This, exactly. You know.
No, I tell you what, when I go into that store, and I'm not a big cyclist at all, that's the first place my kids want to go, is to the cycling. Let's go there, you know, try out the skateboards.
So imagine there was a little cycling course there that they could ride
then
on.
I'd never go in there because I'd never leave. Yeah. So I think they've done a pretty hard job. I think the reason why they probably paid out the special dividend is because the share price maybe hasn't performed as much as they would have wanted since the 2011.
Having said that, though, if you look
shareholders,
if you look at the graph, it's had quite a nice recovery recently.
Yeah, but remember that's almost going to the bottom of where they've been since they've listed. So great dividend payer, ironically, and quite conservative management. So I'm not too sure. Maybe if they could use this as an opportunity, maybe to gear the business up with a few transactions. Remember, from a competition's point of view, I think Massmart tried to buy them in 2006 when they were private, and the Competitions Authority said no, thanks very much. So maybe from a competitive point of view, the attack is going to come from online. You know as well as I do that if you want to look for anything, it is online. They're building their own presence, which is pretty good.
I had bought something from the Outdoor Warehouse online platform.
And how was that experience?
Yeah, it was fine. I didn't actually end up needing it. I had to take it back, but the whole experience was all right.
To a physical store?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I mean, that tells you what you need to know. I think great model. It's relatively small, and maybe from a competitive point of view with more entrants, someone could take them out because they're not expensive.
They're not big either.
They're not big, they're not expensive, and they're probably going to continue to reward you. That's why I think you must continue to stay hot. Brian.
Hot or not?
Stay hot.
Yeah, I agree. I'm definitely hot. I love that theme with the outdoor and the activities, and this is your only really pure play into that theme.
Yes.
So certainly hot, and we do have a small position in the portfolio.